Welkom terug by die groot ontbyt. Wat 'n voorreg om nou te gesels met William Smith, 'n bekende televisie-onderwyser. Jy sal hom dadelik onthou. Ek dink niemand van ons kan hom enigstens vergeet nie. Good morning, William.
Good morning. Is it morning there? It's afternoon here.
It's afternoon. It's now 7 to 7.
Yeah. What time do you guys get up in the morning?
No, before 4. So it's early days.
What?
Yeah. I just want to say, I know 7 times 7 is 42.
You're a genius. Well done.
Genius.
Oh, I tell you, these guys.
Oh.
Where did you find this man?
No, I don't know. They're not even paying me. I'm calling you William, but I want to say Uncle William because it feels like I'm talking to family. I grew up, when you started, I was in high school. I'm now 47. And it's amazing to chat to you. And this is just to introduce you and the interview, but we've got more time just after 7. I just want to talk about you growing up. And it was for me fascinating that you also had such a fascinating father. But just your memories, for people that don't know, your father was in 1938. And from small towns, Graafrenet and Noupoort and De Aar and Allewil North, and then studied at Cambridge, discovered or named the coelacanth that was missing for 65 million years. Just your memories of childhood and especially your dad.
Well, you remember that the coelacanth arrived as I did, and they thought I was going to have scales when I was born, so I'm told. I had no clothes because they were so busy with the fish, but you know what mothers are like. Anyway, the early days were difficult in a way because, the old man was incredibly intelligent. At that stage, he was rated that one of the top 4 brains South Africa had ever produced. Now, you must grow up under that lot. It can't end up being normal, and that did shape me down the line. My mother, of course, was also another professor, and they were both fantastic lecturers. They're wonderful speakers. And they must have subtly got me conditioned into this. Grew up in Grahamstown, went to St Andrews, then went to Union High in Graafrenet, and then obviously went to Rhodes. And that was sort of the beginning.
Mm. And then just to close that down, it was at the end of the day, they named 370 new fish species. That's just amazing. And then mathematics for you. Was it like in your genes? Was it a natural talent? Because mine was more history and languages. When did you discover, listen, I like the summer?
Now, wait a minute. First of all, I'm not a mathematician. If I claimed to be a mathematician, my lecturers at Rhodes would turn in their graves because I struggled with mathematics. Arithmetic, yes. Maths, no. I have got maths too. Only just. I'm physics and chemistry. People think I'm maths because I did a lot of calculations in physics, obviously using not maths, arithmetic. And I loved arithmetic. That's why I was on a word or two as well with Mansfield, who's also an old Rhodian, because I loved the figure story. So I'm not a mathematician.
So that for me is very interesting. I'm going to pick it up just after 7 because I want to talk about how many shows you did to this is a difficult word for me, honorary doctorate. And also I want to talk to you about business because I don't think a lot of people know how good a businessman you were here in South Africa. But I hope so. Maybe I can borrow money. So just stay tuned, William. As jy net ingeskakel het, ek gesels met William Smith, die legendariese, ek sê Uncle William, wat ons so van wiskunde geleer het op die televisie. Hy was vasgenaal met die tree-projektor. Iemand het vir my gesê, dis nie 'n projektor nie, dis 'n tree-projektor. En maak die somme en verstaan dit. So, welcome back, William.
Thank you. I'm here. And I have not got blue hands today.
I've got blue hands on your behalf today. So, I decided we started our show trying to be like you on TV. I failed this, man. That was really bad. I was so bad.
Question, what's wrong with you? Why do you want to be like me?
Oh, no, definitely. I want to be like you. How many programs did you do?
No. You know how many kids I've confused? No, man. Whoa.
I'm still confused. I want to take you back to just recently being honored by Rhodes University. And you also received the Order of the Baobab from President Cyril Ramaphosa. How does it feel, and being so far away, I mean, we really miss you, being honored by an institution like that?
You know, it's very humbling. I often wonder almost, why me? You know, I don't want to wake up. I still want to carry on sleeping and dreaming. It's rather not, it's amazing. I mean, you know, yeah, well, I don't know what to say to you. I still wake up and think, now, hang on, was I dreaming of that or did it actually happen? And it's incredible, you know, both sides. I mean, the fact that that's the highest award you can get as a civilian, and then the highest award you can get as an academic. And remember, I left academia 60-odd years ago. I had to get out from under my father's shadow, otherwise I always would have ended up being J.L.B. Smith's son. And to this day, a lot of people don't actually know, thank heaven, who my parents are. And I like that. And I went on my own way, and I think that's made the difference.
Well, I would like to congratulate you, and it's good morning from Elsa, but I'm not going to say uncle, I'm going to call you Mr. Smith. And I would like to ask you, given your background, how would you describe the importance of education nowadays?
Look, what do they say? They say, if you think education is expensive, try ignorance. And I think that kind of sums it up. Education is absolutely vital. I funny enough, believe that every person who wants to go anywhere must have a knowledge of finance. I didn't have it. My wife got it. I didn't have it. And I missed out. I didn't understand, not necessarily fully blown, but the story of money, the story of economics. Because in the end, everybody who gets anywhere is going to end up having to handle money of some kind. And I think it's very important to know what you're up against.
Absolutely, but I would like to ask a follow-up question, because nowadays people would usually say or refer to the fact that you need experience and that educational background is not so important. So what would you say to someone with that kind of mindset?
You know, it's very difficult to answer that because, you know, it's like the patient who went for his first operation and he was very nervous. The doctor said, "Why are you so nervous?" He said, "Well, this is my first operation." The doctor said, "Don't worry, it's also mine." You've got to start somewhere, you know. And the problem is to get experience, yes. But I believe the way to go on this thing is find out what you love. Find out what you're good at, because it's very difficult to be good at something that you don't like. And it's very difficult not to like what you're good at, if you understand what I'm saying. And then, can you make that a career? And if that's exactly what I did. And can you end up making a living out of that? Because that's the ultimate. And I have to tell you, I had a ball. I had lots of fun. Oh, we had our fights. We had ups and downs, of course. But, wow, it was a road second to none. And, I mean, the doctorate was just amazing because I left academia, as I said, 60 years ago, and Rhodes brought me back. And I landed my last landing, because now I've retired. I'm standing back for other people. They must take over. What can I say? They said to me, "You achieved." And that's, well, what more can I ask for?
It's your name again, William. And my first memory of you, it was when I was 16 on TV, when you started. And then I was on a holiday in Buffels Bay, I think I was 18, and we went to Knysna, and I was on I call it the waterfront, and here you were, busy. And it's like, there's like a kiosk, and there's boats and there's stuff. And I was like, but that's the man. And I remember it, and it's 30 years ago. Then I discovered your business side and what you did conservation-wise, and the business you sold in 2004. How difficult was it for you to leave?
Look, my wife was the driving factor there, and she was very wise. She saw the writing on the wall as far as I was concerned. Our kids were basically going and leaving us behind. And, you know, for 25 years, we looked after them. Now, the next 25 years, they're supposed to look after us. I wish. With Australia and then us there with you guys, they weren't going to look after me. So the answer is no ways. I'm going to go where they can look after me, which, by the way, they're still not doing, but the thought was there. So it was a decision. Yes, it was difficult. You know, it's difficult to leave a country that you were born in, that your parents were there. On the other hand, you know, when you're young, you kind of want to be recognized. You want to. That's my boss there at the moment. Yeah, she's the one that, you know, drives me, a wonderful lady, and we've been together for a long, long time. Anyway, what am I saying? So I had to come out here, and well, it's been interesting. I'm missing South Africa. I'm missing the good old bushveld and the animals and the. I don't know, but Australia's got its points. It's a first world country. It's a nanny state. Oh, don't drink and drive. Don't do anything wrong, because before you know it, you're in trouble, which is excellent. Yeah, it's as near crime-free as you can be. It's a very expensive country to live in. Believe me, come here with a rand, you become poor. It's not easy. So, and it's also, please don't believe you can tell the Australians how to run a business. Because a couple of South Africans have come out here, some big names have come out here, and they've crashed. It's not that easy. But it's been very good to us. Our kids are all married. They all got jobs. Grandkids are popping out of the woodwork now and again. Well, it's not wood, actually, you understand, but you know what I mean. And my wife's loving the grandkids. And yeah, so it's been a very, very satisfying move.
And then just on it's a practical question. I want to know, how do you keep yourself busy? What do you do? What do you read? You know, just your daily routine.
I hate to tell you, I don't think I should answer that question. I plague my wife. She's younger than me, so it's my turn now to plague her. But I do a lot of Sudoku, you know, but I'm not doing much. Sitting back and thinking about the past, very happy, very satisfied. I will die very soon now, a very happy and contented person. You know, I've achieved amazingly, as far as Rhodes is concerned, with that doctorate, and Ramaphosa with the award. So there's nothing much more. You know, you get to this age, and all you do at this age is consume. You don't really produce anything. And the world's got too many people anyway. How the hang it sustains all of us is beyond me. So, no, I've had a good one. And I must now be happy to move on.
It is my last comment. What you just said now, for me, took me back to the way your father died. It was mathematical. It was content. Everyone knew. He always said, don't want to go over 70. So that just touched me, what you said there. What a life. We're so proud of you. And all of the best. And please come visit soon.
Maybe I will do that. Especially with such nice people as you on the other side of the box.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you. It was a privilege. Thank you, William.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Bye-bye. Sure. Dit was nou vir my baie spesiaal, en as jy meer wil uitvind, jy kan net gaan Google van, ons moet dit bespreek nie, van die manier hoe sy pa oorlede is, en dit was nogals ietsie spesiaals. Kom ons gaan groei.